He has won more Brit Awards than any other artist, is tied with the Beatles for having the most #1 albums in the UK, and has been at the heart of our pop culture for more than 3 decades. He's also a dad, a loving husband, a thoughtful observer of the world, and someone who has inspired so many of the pop stars that have followed him. Robbie Williams, good morning.
Wow, what a lovely intro. Thank you for having me. Thank you for saying such nice things.
It's true.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it.
Well, bless you. Yeah, I'm actually in my 4th decade. The 90s.
Yeah.
The noughties.
Yeah.
The whatever those were called. And now
Tens? Is it tens?
Tens. And now I'm in my 4th decade. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know, you're amazing at your job. You're incredible at your job.
Here we go. What's this now?
You're a very good conversationalist. Do you find it easier being a human and a conversationalist on the radio than you do in real life?
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Because radio presenters and sometimes pop stars are actually intrinsically awkward and shy.
Why can't we apply this skill
Right.
to our real lives?
Why can't we be this confident
And interesting.
and interested in real life?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't understand it.
I used to be absolutely terrible at conversations. I didn't know how to human at one point.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to talk to people, not on a radio show or
Yeah.
not in an interview.
Yeah, I get that.
And I had to practice at it.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What would you write? Bullet points?
No. What I did was, we're going to pretend that everybody's on a podcast and it's my podcast, and I've got to find out why this person's interesting. And it worked for me, and I sort of got together at least 5 minutes of being able to talk to people, and then it built, like going to the gym.
Yeah.
At first, you work out and then your muscles really hurt, but then your muscles get used to it. Now I can do a whole dinner party without falling apart inside.
Yeah. And I know we've talked about this, not on radio before, but we have talked about this, how difficult you, and sometimes I, find that. Now, when did you learn this new skill?
When I was going to become a father, it was like this. I can't go on just being an isolated person that's really just only happy in bed, lying down, watching reality TV. I need to enter the world and figure out how to do it. So when the kids arrived, that was when I realized that I had to apply myself to become a fully formed human being.
Do you remember when I came to stay at your house?
Yeah.
That was the era of, it was before kids. And actually, we had a lovely time. We literally just lounged around and watched reality TV. And I think we left the house once.
Yeah.
But that's where you were at then.
But you're easy to get along with. You know, you can be, I can be extrovert with the right people.
Me too.
But there's not many right people.
I was really lucky to spend some time with you at the end of the summer last year before your show in Munich. They flipping love this guy in Germany. Always have. And I loved getting involved in your pre-show huddle. Which is, can you explain what it is and what happens?
Pre-show, basically, I'll have my massage and then I'll have my makeup done. And then I will go into the band's room. And then after the vocal warm-up, we have a disco.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I'd seen the huddle before. I had never seen the disco bit until Munich.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We get together and we get into a huddle and I'll ask a question each night and it sort of breaks up we're about to do a thing. It sort of makes you think of something else and puts you in a different space before we go on to attack what we need to attack. And the questions can be like, what do you love about yourself? And I go around and there'll be like 8 dancers, 6 band, guests, and then we will all pray to Elvis. Elvis, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Leg goes to the side.
I'll be honest, I felt a little awkward doing the but you soon get used to it.
Yeah. I also do this thing where if there's like guests, I will say, and I should have done it the night you were there, because I will go, ladies and gentlemen, it's a massive gig tonight. And, to go into this show this evening we need some really, really important, strong words of encouragement and advice. And I brought in the best person. And I should have done it that night.
No,
I didn't think, ladies and gentlemen, Scott Mills.
No, because I would absolutely not be up for that.
Yeah, but everybody...
I would be so awkward.
Everybody is not up for it. I did it once with Jose Mourinho.
Oh, Jose, yeah.
Yeah, just name drop, pick that up.
Yeah.
But because I obviously thought that he'd know it was a joke.
Yeah.
But then I actually didn't realise that he was a manager that does that for a living every day.
Yeah.
He does that for a living every match. And then he was go out and do good singing. And it was like, he thinks that I really meant that. I didn't mean that.
Oh, bless him. Yeah. I saw a clip of Teddy, Theodore, your daughter, joining the vocal warm-up before one of your shows. That must be kind of special because I feel they're now at an age where they know who their dad is, and to have that experience with your kids.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
Well, it is very, very cool.
But
Ted in particular
yes,
is so desperate for it. Now, when I was growing up in Stoke-on-Trent, I was also incredibly desperate for it, whatever it was, watching Top of the Pops on Thursday and thinking, how the hell do I get in that box in the corner of this room and be one of those people?
Yeah. But
I've never seen it so acute as I do with Ted. She sent me a text the other day and it goes, let me get this. It says, this was Thursday, 6 minutes past 2 in the morning. Dad, what if I'm not a singer? It's my biggest fear not to be a singer.
Oh.
Biggest capital letters. What if I'm nothing?
Oh, Teddy.
And I was like, babe, you're a Nepo, you'll be fine. you honestly,
it won't run out.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine, babe.
Yeah.
That's so good. Does it worry you that she wants to be that, whatever it is?
The only thing that worries me about it is she's incredibly sensitive.
Yeah.
I am painfully sensitive. Mm-hmm. In some quarters, it would be deemed as being oversensitive. She is worse than me. And I'm worried about what words will do to her. For me, it was either this or stacking shelves at Asda.
I know.
So this every single day, And for Ted, she's got options. I'm just worried about words and mean people, and I'm not worried because I can steer her professionally, so that's okay. It's just everything else that comes with it. Yeah. And also, besides all of that, it's a wonderful, wonderful life and a wonderful, wonderful job, and you get to be creative for a living, and I'm very grateful and incredibly lucky. Talking of parenting, can I just say what a beautiful photo it was of your dad visiting on the tour. Lovely. Yeah. Of course, it was a big deal that Pete was there. Yeah, my dad's unfortunately got Parkinson's. He hasn't left his house for a couple of years, really, just for bits and pieces. And then I think he hasn't left his bedroom for a bit. And then his friends convinced him to get in a car and come to his son's show, which he did. He travelled from Stoke-on-Trent up to Newcastle and in his wheelchair. And he sat in front of the big screen stage right in his wheelchair, just watching his son. And every now and again I would go back and just check to see what he was doing. And go over to that side. And every time I'd look at his face, he just had this big, proud, beaming smile. Brilliant. And I will take that with me for the rest of my life. And I know back in the day, your dad would, he would get on stage, I remember it, and he would basically steal the show, wouldn't he? Yeah, my dad, for those who don't know, is a comedian and a compere, and he... was on, do you know what? I think Opportunity Knocks. Yeah. In 1974, and he won his round. And Opportunity Knocks is basically the Britain's Got Talent of 1974. Yeah.
talent show.
And then he then became Pete Conway, which is his stage name from off the TV. And he went off and did clubs around the north of England. And then he worked on holiday camps where I grew up, basically.
Yeah.
He worked on holiday camps for like 17, 18 years. And as a way to be able to hang out with my dad, because I love hanging out with my dad, he came on tour with me.
I remember, yeah.
And sang with me every night, wherever I was.
It was epic.
Yeah, and he'd come on and do Sweet Caroline, steal the show, and then wander off back to the dressing room for a red wine.
It's a strange feeling when we become the grown-up. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, I'm finding it a bit with my mum at the moment. It's just like, it's getting harder.
Well, I'm realising exactly how 16 I am.
Yeah.
How 16
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, especially with parents, but also at parent-teacher meetings too with the kids.
I mean, I would love to see what happens there.
Oh, mate, overwhelmed. So we went in to talk with Charlie's teachers, my oldest, and they were like, yeah, he's rushing his work, and he's a really lovely boy. And when he applies himself, he's amazing. But the other day we gave him a test on bisons. And in my head I went, bisons, they emigrate 1,100 miles. And how did they know? And I went off in my head for 3 minutes. And as I came out, I realised that I'm 51, and if I can't concentrate, he's 11. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Ida is incredibly academic.
Yes.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
She went to Harvard Westlake and finished at the top of her class, and then went to an Ivy League university and finished at the top there too. So, and all of our kids have got what I've got. Dyslexia or dyspraxia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, which is the one where you write like a spider. Have you got that one?
No. Oh, maybe I have.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, thank you. There you go.
I have spider writing.
You're welcome. That's dysgraphia.
Self-diagnosis, thank you.
Yeah, so she, from Dr. Williams.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Doctor.
She is incredibly academic, so she kind of doesn't get it.
I just had a memory about Ida when I first met her. Was she in a famous American soap?
Yeah. She was in university, then left university and decided that she didn't want to be a lawyer. And in fact, she'd been hiding from herself that she wanted to be an actress.
This shows you how clever she is.
So she gave it a go, right? She got this audition for Days of Our Lives, a soap out there. But it was to play an Italian.
Yeah.
So Ida can speak Italian. So she went into the audition as an Italian, right? Now, this role was only for a couple of weeks. She went in as an Italian. She changed her answering machine to an Italian answering machine message.
The detail.
She got the role. So she's only in there for 2 weeks.
Bear in mind, they want an actual Italian. They don't want someone that just speaks Italian who's American. They want an Italian.
She sits in makeup as an Italian. She greets all the other actors as an Italian. After 2 weeks, she's done so well that they offer her a year's contract.
She's not Italian.
She's not Italian. So she only came out as an American person when she started dating somebody from the show and had to announce it like, look,
By the way,
I'm from Coldwater Canyon. And yeah.
But she had fooled everyone on the crew, all of the cast, for some time.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like Tootsie.
It really is. Now, we were just talking about your recent tour. Can we just have a moment for Lulu?
Yeah.
Lovely Lulu. You brought her out for 2 nights in London last year, and then she joined us on the show afterwards. And she was, I'll let you listen, she was quite emotional about it.
Robbie, I think, we were talking about it before, we think he's probably the best he's been. It's fabulous to see him and to see him with his family, you know.
It's cute.
I kind of got a little bit of, not crying, I wasn't crying, but a little tear came to my eye. I was so happy, like I'm his favourite auntie or something, and I came to visit and say, oh, you've done so well, son.
Love her. It's true.
Lou.
You are at your best.
Yeah.
You are.
I have stepped into my power. Namaste. No, I am, I've applied myself.
Yeah.
Like the teachers said that if he applied himself, he could do much better. I've decided to apply myself. And
But sometimes you haven't applied yourself.
No.
No.
I was determined to not apply myself. If I could get through life not applying myself, then I thought that I would have succeeded. I can now understand the gift that has been given to me with my career and my life and the opportunities that I have. So I think, and I make no apologies for the namaste-ness of it, you know, it's gratitude. It's all gratitude and how lucky I feel to still be here.